Heartstopper Episode 7 is a whirlwind of emotions, triumphs, and heartbreaks. Every character gets their moment to shine, or to struggle, and the result is one of the more powerful episodes in the series so far. From Nick's bold confrontation with his dad, to Charlie finally standing up to Ben, this episode is packed with game-changing moments that have you cheering, crying, and everything in between. Let's dive into this incredible episode and unpack the highs and the lows. Starting small. Kicking things off with Sahar, Imogen and Tara, who each have small moments here. Sahar and Imogen share a moment at the art show when Sahar casually reveals she's bi. You can tell Imogen is intrigued. She follows Sahar, clearly wanting to know more. Tara, on the other hand, spends the episode as a supportive friend. She encourages Darcy to pick out a great suit for prom and backs Elle through her big decisions. But honestly, Tara's character feels a little underdeveloped at this point in the series. We don't know that much about her beyond her relationship with Darcy. Hopefully season 3 will give her a little more depth other than being supportive friend. Sad but profound. Isaac, Tal, Al and Darcy all have tough episodes, each handling their challenges in surprising ways. Isaac opens up to James about what happened in Paris, confessing he doesn't know what it means to have a crush. I love James here. He takes the rejection with so much grace and reassures Isaac
there's nothing wrong with you.
Later though, Isaac reaches a breaking point. Frustrated with his friend's obsession with dating, he lashes out, yelling he doesn't like James that way, and storms off. His anger is shocking from this normally quiet guy, but it feels very real. At the art show, Isaac finds solace in a piece that speaks to him. When the artist shares their experience of being aromantic and asexual, you see Isaac finally feel understood and free. Tao starts the episode on a high, telling his mum about dating Al. Her adorable reaction is a highlight for sure. But when Al posts about the art show, Tao hesitates. Instead of accusing her of leaving them, he simply asks if she got into the school. It's huge growth from Tao, showing he's learning that people can grow and change without abandoning him. Later, when Al confirms her acceptance to the school, Tao fully supports her, saying he wants to be with her no matter what she decides. It's not easy for him, but he shows up. Al wrestles with her future. She's thrilled about getting into Lambert and being in the art show, but she doesn't share the news about getting into the school with the group. She's scared of what it will mean for her and Tao. When she finally confesses to Tara, she's clearly torn. At the art show, her acceptance is outed, and Al admits that she's struggling with her decision. Even after Tao's sweet words, she can't seem to imagine a future where she has both her art and Tao. Darcy has one of the episode's most gut-wrenching arcs. After spending the night with Tara, the storm clouds gather at her home. We've had hints, like Tara never meeting Darcy's family, that something was off. When Darcy's mum orders her home from the art show, the truth starts to come out. Alone in her room, Darcy tries on her prom suit, only for her mum to barge in and demand she take it off. We don't hear most of what is said, but the scene is devastating. Darcy flees her home, wandering alone at night. It's powerful and heartbreaking. I like who I am. After coming out to a room full of people in Paris, Nick's confidence is steadily growing, and in this episode, he takes on the challenge of navigating his family dynamics. When his mum, Sarah, tells him that his dad's coming for dinner, Nick immediately asks if Charlie can join. Sarah, being her support himself, suggests that they go all out and invite his entire family for a proper dinner party. When David gets upset that Nick is allowed to invite someone, Sarah effortlessly shuts him down.
Do you have a girlfriend you'd like to invite, David?
Leaving Nick clearly delighted. Nick's dad arrives, and it doesn't take long for his lack of care to show. He can't remember Charlie's name and quickly changes the subject to the rugby game to avoid engaging with Nick. Sarah, as always, stands up for Nick, reminding him that his dad doesn't need to know anything about his personal life, unless Nick wants to tell him.
He's got no right to know. You don't owe him a thing.
But Nick, ever the honest one, confirms that he wants to tell his dad for himself. When dinner begins, the awkwardness is almost immediate. Nick's dad relies on tired cliches, asking the boys about having girlfriends, a default question that reveals how little he knows about them. Charlie tries to smooth things over with a polite,
No, I guess not.
but David makes another snide remark, and Nick reaches his breaking point. Nick's response is pure strength and self-assurance.
Charlie's my boyfriend. Surprise. I'm bi. He's gay.
His entire speech is incredible, and I would play the whole thing if I could. He confronts his dad about being absent and uninterested in his life, then turns his attention to David, calling him out for his immature behaviour. The cherry on top, Nick boldly states,
I like who I am. I like my life.
The moment is so powerful, but what makes it even sweeter is Nick's follow-up.
So I'm not.
He's not apologising for what he said, but for making a scene at her dinner party. It's such a Nick thing to do, and it melts my heart every time. Outside, we're treated to a tender moment between Nick, Charlie and Sarah. It's a beautiful, understated scene that wraps up this chapter of Nick's journey of coming out. There are hugs all round. True to form, Nick's dad tries to sneak out without saying goodbye. When Nick catches him, his dad admits that he doesn't really understand, but adds that Charlie seems like a nice boy. He also says that he wants to do better. However, when he gets David's university wrong in the same breath, it's painfully clear how little effort he's put into knowing his family. And then, just like that, he's gone. Even amidst his own family's drama, Nick has a couple of standout moments earlier in the episode. He sweetly asks Charlie to prom, marking their first public outing as a couple. And later, when Ben tries to corner Charlie at the art show, Nick steps in to protect him, grabbing his hand to lead him away. Nick also continues to notice how little Charlie has eaten and quickly goes into research mode. It's a subtle yet touching moment that highlights just how much Nick pays attention and how much he truly cares. This episode is a turning point for Nick, showing his growth, confidence, and unwavering love for Charlie. It's a masterclass in standing up for yourself and the people you care about, and it cements Nick as one of the most endearing characters in the series. Final confrontation. Speaking of Ben, this is his final moment in the series, and he goes out with a bang. More specifically, Charlie delivers a masterclass in taking back his power. From the start of the episode, Ben is relentless, bombarding Charlie with message after message, begging to talk. Charlie ignores him, but each message drags his mood down further. When Ben doesn't get a response, he escalates, as he would normally, and ambushes Charlie at the art show. Nick immediately steps in to protect Charlie, but Ben insists that he wants to apologise properly, and Charlie, in an impressive show of growth, agrees to hear him out. Ben's apology feels hollow. He opens by admitting that he's messed up and claims that he really liked Charlie, but it comes across as manipulative, a ploy for sympathy. He dodges his responsibility, blaming his parents for his behaviour, and even tries to charm Charlie by calling him something good in his otherwise messed up life. For a brief moment, you might think he's sincere, but then Charlie speaks, and everything changes. He dismantles Ben's excuses with precision, exposing how deeply Ben's actions hurt him. What's even more remarkable is Charlie's strength of character. Despite everything, he hopes Ben becomes a better person, but he also makes it clear that he has no interest in sticking around to see it happen. As Charlie speaks, you can see Ben seething, his anger building with every word. Yet, by the time Charlie finishes, Ben has no power left over him. Ben, unable or unwilling to confront the truth, walks away, retreating from both the conversation and the show entirely. This moment is a testament to how far Charlie has come. Watching him stand up to Ben is immensely satisfying, but it's also clear that the pain Ben caused is far from resolved. Charlie's journey isn't over, and I can't wait to see how this continues to unfold next season. Episode 7 of Heartstopper is packed with growth, heartbreak, and triumph. From Nick's bold declaration to Charlie's powerful confrontation with Ben, this episode showcases just how much these characters have evolved. The emotional highs and lows, paired with the strength of these characters, makes the episode unforgettable, and we are perfectly set for a beautiful season finale. Let me know your favourite moment in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Heartstopper breakdowns. And as always, thanks for watching, and let's see what other secrets we can uncover next time on Nerdy Investigations.